Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to start decluttering the stuff in this box. I did my palettes already, so now we're going to do the beauty box. On top here is just my brushes. You all saw that. And I know this box looks disgusting. It's covered in just powder and foundation, so I really need to give it a good cleaning. But for now, I'm just going to declutter. Okay, so now you can kind of see I'm going to take everything out of here. This is kind of a weird drawer. It's got like foundations, concealers, eyebrow products, glitter glues, that kind of thing. It's just like really just kind of where everything seems to end up if I don't know where to put it. But yeah, so I'm just going to, I'll probably not put everything back in here that was in here, and find a different place to store some of this. I don't know. First thing I'm going to be decluttering is this Maybelline Mega Glow Makeup Stick and Conceal. This is just too dark for me, and the lid and stuff broke, and I really don't want to give this to anybody either because it's just kind of icky looking now without a lid and things like that. And honestly, I don't even know who this would match because it's really yellow and too dark for a concealer, so I'm actually just going to toss this one. The product itself is actually really good, and in a lighter shade I would probably like it, but it's just too dark for me, and I have no use for it. So as much as I hate to have to throw it away, I am going to, because like I said, it's kind of just been open and I don't think anybody's going to want it. Okay, next I have the contour stick. This is in the shade Call Me Maple, and this is very warm toned for me. I have used it and I can get it to work like in the summer, but I don't know, it's just too dark. I'm just so pale. It's really hard for me to get products like this to work when they're this dark. And this one I will pass on to someone because it hasn't been used as much, and it's still got the lid and it's in good condition. So this will just be a declutter where I pass it on to someone else. Okay, next I have this. This is not mine. This is actually my friend Michelle's. I did her makeup for a wedding, and this ended up in my makeup bag, and I just have to give this back to her. So this will be staying because I've got to get that to her at some point. Next is my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. This is a new bottle I just bought. This is definitely staying. And then this is my Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. I do like this. I actually need to start trying to use this up. But this is staying as well. Next is my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is almost empty. And me and my sister was actually talking about this today. I do like it, and I gave it a really good review, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to spend the money on it again just because I did use it up fairly quickly for the price. And I mean, it's really good, but I don't know if it's so much better than other concealers that I would want to give $20-some for it again, but I am definitely going to finish this up. Next I have this Laura Geller Easy Illuminating Stick. I just got this in my glossy box. I really like this, so it'll be staying. Actually, this needs to go in my highlight drawer, so I'm just going to stick it in here for now. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is in this drawer, I'm actually going to go ahead and put setting powders with this because I kind of have them with my bronzers. So I'm going to take my setting powders out of this drawer and put them in with this. So this is my Coty Airspun. You all know how I feel about that. I love it. And then I've still yet to use these up. I wouldn't repurchase either of these. This is my Japanesque Velvet Finishing Powder, and then this is just the Maybelline Fit Me. And I am determined to actually use these up this time because they are almost gone, and I just never ever use them. But they're so empty I wouldn't pass them on to someone else, but I do want to use what's left in them. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for this drawer. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this back up. So we have 2 foundations, 1 concealer, and 3 setting powders in this drawer, and then the 1 foundation is my friend's. and I will get the drawers cleaned out later, but for now that's just gonna have to do. Okay, let's see, where do I want to go next? Oh, I need to talk about these. These are just little sample foundations I talked about the other day. Actually, one of them is empty and it needs to go in my empties box. Which one was it? This one. Okay, so actually these will go in here too, because these are just little sample foundations that I want to use up. Okay, so the next drawer is my highlighting drawer, and for some reason I have one random eyeshadow in here, so that's not going to be staying. Yeah, let me just empty all this out. Okay, so first I have my Sleek highlighting palette. You all know this is my favorite, so it's not going anywhere. And then I have Becca Moonstone, which I've actually hit pan on, I don't know if you can tell or not, yeah, a little bit. So this is definitely staying. It's one of my favorites. Then I have Becca Pearl. I haven't used this one quite as much, but I really do love this one. This is good for winter when I'm at my palest. Next I have Rose Gold, which I do not use as a highlight. I use this as a shimmery blush. Or like a blush topper, so I'm actually going to be moving this to my blush drawer, so I'm just going to set that to the side for now. Next I have this Translucent Pearl Physicians Formula highlight, and I actually do like this. Let me swatch this and see. This is kind of like a very, very natural soft highlight, or like if my skin's looking really dull, I could actually set some of my face with this, so I actually am going to keep this. But honestly, I think I'm actually going to put this in my setting powder drawer. I know it does have some shimmer to it, but my skin is so dry that it actually wouldn't hurt to set some of my foundation down with this. I don't know. Maybe I should just keep it in my highlighting drawer. Yeah, I think I will just keep it in my highlighting drawer, because I don't want my face to look like shimmery either. Even though it's not really a shimmer, it's kind of just like a natural glow. I don't even know if you can see that. But I think I will just leave it in here, but I really do like that. This e.l.f. one, I just bought this, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet, but I'm going to hold on to it since I did just get it. And then I have this Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Crown of My Canopy, and honestly, this is just too dark for a highlight, so I would use this as a blush, and it's almost a exact dupe for Becca Rose Gold. I don't know if you can see that, but they are very, very similar, so I don't need both. I would use this one as a blush like I do Rose Gold. So actually I think I'll give this to Autumn. It's too dark for a highlight on her too, but she may want to use it as like a blush like I do. So this one is going to be getting decluttered. And then I have my Laura Geller illuminating stick, definitely keeping that. And then I have my Tarte Pro Glow liquid highlighter in the shade, what shade are you? Stunner, and I'm also keeping that. Okay, now I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I don't know, I really do like this one, and I do use it actually pretty often, so I think I'm just going to hold on to it. So actually I only decluttered one and moved one to my blush drawer, but I love highlight, and I honestly, it ain't like I have that many. So yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Okay, this here needs to be moved to my empties because there's just a little bit left, and it's, well, all in my floor now, apparently. But it's all crumbled, so this actually needs to be moved to an empties pile. And then I have my backup, and this also has a setting powder in it, and you can see I actually use that more than I do the bronzer. So I think I may actually use this, put this in my setting powder drawer until I finish using this up, and then I can move it over to my bronzer drawer. So this is actually going to go up here with my foundation and setting powder. Okay, so next I have this Wet n Wild pressed powder in Cocoa, and this is just too dark for me right now, even for like a bronzer. It's very, very warm toned, and it just looks very harsh on me. I love the formula. It's a really, really good formula. And if I have a tan, it's not so bad. I can blend it out. But honestly, it's just a little bit too dark for me. But anyway, this is a really good product. So if you have a darker skin tone with me, which is pretty likely considering I'm like the shade of snow, I actually highly recommend this one. But I am going to declutter it and give it to someone that can get more use out of it than me. Okay, so next, let me take these out. Next, I have my Butter Bronzer, and you can see that this is well loved, and this is quite a lot lighter than the one that I just showed you, and a little bit more cool toned, so you can see there the difference. So this is the one that I absolutely love and will not be getting rid of. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to make it a goal to put all my foundations, bronzers, and setting powders in one drawer. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let me move my foundations down here. Okay, so I put my foundations and concealers in this drawer as well, along with my powder. And then I'm going to have my bronzers too. Okay, so this next bronzer is Ticket to Brazil. This is a Wet n Wild color icon, and I actually really do like this. It's not too dark, and it has a little bit of a shimmer in it, which I'm not always the biggest fan of, but every once in a while I do like that, especially in the summer, so I am going to hold on to this. Okay, and then I have my Anastasia contour kit. This thing is so beat up. I'm going to definitely hang on to this one. And then same thing with my e.l.f. contour kit. It's actually a really good dupe for that. So I'm going to be holding on to that one too. So that actually has all my foundations, concealers, setting powders, and bronzers in one drawer, instead of like random little things like eyeliners and brow products. I can have a separate drawer for that. So yeah, I'm actually going to make this my bottom drawer because it's so heavy. Okay, so the drawer that I did have, that was foundation. I had these like little extra things in it, like brow products and primers and eyeliner, so I'll actually just put all that in one drawer. I have two Anastasia dip brows. I have Ebony and Ash Brown, and I'll be keeping both of those. I just repurchased my e.l.f. cream eyeliner in black, so definitely keeping that. I have this eyeshadow primer that I just got in my glossy box, and I like it, so I'm going to hold on to that. And I have the NYX glitter primer, and then I have this loose, what's this called? Glitter Injections glitter. And then I have this random Bobbi Brown single eyeshadow, so I'm actually just going to put that in here as well. So these are just kind of some odds and ends, so I'm just going to stick them up here. Okay, and lastly, I have my blush, which there's a lot of. Okay, so first, let's start with my Profusion palette. I really do like this. These are all matte blushes, I think. Yeah, I think they're all matte, except for maybe one might have a little bit of shimmer in it. But I really do like these. I got these for $4, and they are amazing. So I'm definitely keeping that. And then, obviously, I'm going to keep my Gwen Stefani blush palette. You all know how much I love this thing. Okay, let's see. I have this e.l.f. blush palette. And I do like this, and I've talked about this a lot, but I just have so many blushes. And if you look at both of these palettes, there's some really, well, if I could get it like situated, there's a lot of like similar shades. So I really just don't need both. So I'm actually going to pass the blush one on to my friend Autumn. I mean the e.l.f. one. Now this e.l.f. duo, I hardly ever use this. I need to make a point to. I used to all the time. You can see I hit pan on this at one point. But I really need to make a point to use this duo because I really do like it. This is in St. Luca. Okay, and then I have this Minnie Mouse blush. I've been using this a lot lately. I didn't use it for a long time because I didn't want to mess up the label. But as you can see, you can't really even see Minnie Mouse's outline anymore. It used to be very prominent and you can't really see it because I have been using this, so I'm going to hold on to that for sure. And then I have this Japanesque blush in number 4. I love this blush, and I don't really have any other ones that's this purpley color. I think the closest I have would maybe be this one in this palette, but it's quite a bit brighter. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but it is. So I'm definitely holding on to that. I really like the formula of this one. And I need to make it a goal to finally use this one up. This is my Kat Von D in Pura Vida. And I've had this for years and I forget to use it. So this is one that I'm really going to make an effort to try to use up soon so that I can declutter. Because I don't want to throw it away, but I'm not going to give it to somebody like that either. And then I have my Becca Rose Gold that I'm going to keep in here. And then I also have Becca Nightingale that I'm going to be keeping in here. I love this one. And then I have this e.l.f. Baked Blush in, what's this called? Rich Rose. And you all know I love this blush. I can't get it open, but this is a good bronzy one. So I only decluttered one blush palette, but it did have 4 blushes in it. So that's some progress. So maybe not the best ever, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so that's everything in this. I didn't declutter a ton. Okay, so next I'm going to declutter this little thing. There's fingerprints all over it. This just has like liners and things like that. So I'm going to take everything out and we'll declutter this. And then I will do all my lip products in a separate video. Okay, so first I'm going to start with these Stila Magnificent Metals. I don't really know why I have them in that. I'm actually going to stick them in the one drawer that has like my primers and my loose glitters. And then that one Bobbi Brown eyeshadow. I just feel like that makes more sense to have it with that. So that's actually moving to my drawer section. And the shades I have are Rose Gold Retro and Molten Midnight. And I love both of these, so they're definitely staying, but they're just being moved to that drawer. Okay, so I only have 2 mascaras. I have this one by Merrill Norman, and this is a blue mascara. I've showed you all this before, and actually I do like this. I haven't used it a ton because there's not like very many occasions for a blue mascara. I left one thing in here. But I do like it, and I do want to hang on to it because it is a pretty good mascara if you do want something different. And then I have this Smashbox Full Exposure Deluxe Sample, and I'm just wanting to use this up before I buy a new mascara. I'm not really sure what mascara I want to try next. If you have any recommendations, please put it below, but I am going to hold on to this and try to use it up. Okay, next I have these NYX Jumbo eyeliners in Milk. But anyway, so I don't really need both of these, so I'm just going to keep one and pass the other one on. Okay, and then I have this little eyeliner. It's a L'Oreal High Intensity Pigment Kohl Eyeliner. And this was actually a gift to me, which was really, really sweet. And I do like it, but I don't know what I would use it for. It's like a gold powder eyeliner, so it really wouldn't work on the bottom lash line. And it's just not something I want to use on the top. So I just feel like maybe someone else would get more use out of this, and it wouldn't just be sitting here, and I feel bad if I don't use products. So yeah, I am going to pass this on to a friend. Okay, next let's go with my pencil eyeliners. I have 3. I have this green one by The Balm, and honestly this just isn't really something I use a lot, but my friend Autumn absolutely looks wonderful in this color, and she loves this color, so I think she would actually like this a lot. But it's just something I don't get a lot of use out of. This is by The Balm, by the way, if I didn't mention it. So I'm actually going to pass this on. And then this is the one that I just got in my glossy box, and I love it. I've used it several times already since I've opened that box, so this one's definitely staying. And then I just have this Ofra black eyeliner. Nothing special, but it's good to have just a plain black eyeliner for your waterline or whatever. So I am going to hold on to that. Okay, let's go into liquids. I have this Wet n Wild Mega Line, and I think it's still pretty good. Yeah, we still have a lot of liquid with that, and I really do like this one, so I'm going to be holding on to that. And then I have this Wet n Wild Pro Line Felt Tip. And it's still good too. And really, honestly, I wouldn't pass along a liquid eyeliner anyway because I feel like you could get eye infections that way. The pencil's not so bad because you can kind of wipe them off, but the liquid, it just feels like it would be a little bit harder. This one is not as good as this one, I don't think, but I am going to try to use it up. I don't think there's a whole lot left, so I am going to hold on to that too. And then I have the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I'm just not impressed with this liner. It's not as dark as the other ones. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks great. I've heard so many people talk about this, and it's just, I'm just not really impressed with it next to these, and these are by Wet n Wild. But I am going to use it up, so I'm going to hold on to that and just try to use it up. And then all we have left is lip liners, and I have a couple in my purse that I use. So obviously I'm not going to get rid of those. Probably not going to get rid of any of these. The only two that's like kind of the same are these. I have this one by LA Colors. It's like a pencil kind. And then I have this one by NYX, which is like the roll-up kind. And it's actually separated from the tube. Actually, I think I'm going to declutter the NYX one. I don't like it as good. I like the pencil one better, even though you have to sharpen it, the LA Colors. So I'm actually going to get rid of this NYX one. And then I'm going to keep these four. These are all by Wet n Wild. I really like the formula. I like their gel lip liners. And the one that I have in my purse is actually the bright red. So yeah, I'm actually going to keep all of those. Okay guys, so I didn't declutter a ton, but like, I knew it wasn't going to be like a big bunch, but my collection ain't that huge, so not a big deal. So I decluttered a blush, a highlighter, a bronzer, a contour stick, a lip liner, two eyeliners, well, two eyeliner sticks, and then this like powder eyeliner. So pretty good. I'm going to do my lipsticks next, which will probably be a little bit more successful. But yeah, this is what I decluttered out of this video. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. So yeah, not too bad. And then I did declutter 4 eyeshadow palettes in my last video. So 12 items all together. Like I said, not a bunch, but still not too bad. And then I decluttered, I think it was 26 makeup brushes. So yeah, it's better than nothing. You see little hands, that's my baby boy here. But I love you guys. And my kid's knocking my camera over. But I will see you soon, and I'm going to do my lipsticks next. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.